beneath the rain-slicked streets and looming tenements of North Glasgow, a bitter underworld feud has shaped the city's criminal landscape for more than 2 decades. And at the heart of it all stands the Daniel crime family, known on the street as the Daniel clan. Born from the gritty working-class neighbourhoods of Milton and Postle Park, the Daniels rose not with fanfare but with blood. Their climb to power was marked by calculated brutality and a hunger for control, seizing drug routes, silencing enemies, and building a reputation that still sends a chill through Glasgow's underworld. But they weren't the only ones with ambition. Their rivals, the Lyons crime family, emerged from the same harsh streets. And in 2001, a feud erupted between the two clans that would leave a lasting stain on the city. What began as a turf dispute and a clash of egos soon spiraled into open warfare. And it wasn't just gangsters paying the price. Ordinary Glaswegians were forced to live among the chaos, their lives haunted by nightly gunfire, torched cars, and a growing culture of fear. Over the years, the violence became systematic. Drive-by shootings, machete attacks, and firebombings turned parts of North Glasgow into war zones. Each retaliation was answered with greater force. Houses were burned with families inside. Shots rang out in crowded streets. No one was safe, and no one was talking. At the helm of the Daniel family was Jamie Daniel, the patriarch, the strategist, the man whose influence extended far beyond Glasgow. Quiet but calculating, Jamie didn't need to shout to be feared. Under his leadership, the family built a multi-million-pound empire through cocaine trafficking, armed robbery, and intimidation. But every empire invites enemies. In 2010, the Daniels suffered a major blow when Kevin Gerbil Carroll, one of their most feared enforcers, was ambushed and shot dead in broad daylight in an Asda car park. The killing was swift and surgical, a message sent and a chapter closed. The loss shook the clan, but it wasn't the end. In 2016, Jamie Daniel succumbed to cancer, and many believed it marked the twilight of the family's power. Without its kingpin and its hitman, the clan seemed vulnerable. Rivals moved in. Whispers spread. The Daniels were finished. But the family wasn't done. Stephen Bonzo Daniel, Jamie's nephew, became the reluctant face of the family's next chapter. In 2017, he was savagely attacked with machetes while driving through the city. He survived, just, but the assault left his face permanently disfigured, a grim badge of survival in a world with no forgiveness.
This is the latest warning from mob figures waging war on Mark Richardson and the Daniels crime clan. A video posted online shows flames ripping into a business unit set alight in another early morning firebomb attack in Glasgow. The industrial unit in Bishop Briggs went up in smoke at around 1 a.m. this morning, just hours before a video emerged of the carnage. The clip plays to the Prodigy's hit song Firestarter and contains a stark warning at the end of the video, one of many recorded by thugs after weeks of violence across Edinburgh and Glasgow. The business unit is linked to Daniel clan hood Craig Rob Roy Gallagher and comes just days after Gallagher was locked up for chasing Lyons gang associates with an axe during a street clash with the long-standing gangland enemies. It's understood Gallagher ran the carpet fitting firm from the Wellington Road property. Official documents show Gallagher listed as a director of a dissolved business linked to the unit. The latest incident comes after violence seen on the streets of Edinburgh and spread to Glasgow last week. Armed officers raided properties in the capital last week after numerous attacks on businesses and homes associated with gangland figure Mark Richardson, who is currently in isolation at Lowmoss Prison. Those investigating the outbreak of gang violence say the message is clear.
So we're actively investigating a series of incidents of serious criminality. We think it's rival groups targeting each other. It's imperative that we identify and bring to justice those that are responsible. I think it's a complex inquiry just because of the nature of some of the offending and the number of offences we're investigating, but I can reassure you that we remain totally committed to identifying the people responsible and bringing them to justice.
If you like this documentary, please give us a like. Also consider smashing that subscribe. And you can hit the notification bell and you will be informed when our next video is published. Okay, let's get back into the documentary.
In 2024, Bonzo's Bishopbriggs home was targeted in a firebomb attack, orchestrated by foot soldiers linked to a Dubai-based kingpin, with ties to the Lyons and their Edinburgh allies. a £100,000 bounty was reportedly placed on Bonzo's head. Fearing for his life, he fled to the Middle East, but not for long. By 2025, he was back in Glasgow, spotted at Ibrox, walking through Postle Park, sending a message of resilience, or perhaps challenge. Underworld sources claimed he had no choice. His businesses, his family, his legacy were all under threat, and in the shadows, others were watching, waiting. That same year, the feud exploded again, this time far from Glasgow. On the Costa del Sol, in a bar in Fuengirola, Ross Monaghan and Eddie Lyons JNR, two senior figures linked to the Lyons crew, were gunned down in a brutal double assassination. Spanish police called it a professional hit, tied directly to the Daniel family. Police Scotland, under pressure, denied any known connection, but few believed it. By then, the lines had blurred. The feud had gone international. What began in North Glasgow was now bleeding into Spain, rippling through Edinburgh, reaching as far as Dubai. Drug debts, revenge killings, and alliances forged in prison cells continued to drive the cycle. The Daniel family may have lost its founding figure. Their feared enforcer may be long buried, but their name, whispered in schemes, tattooed on arms, cursed by mothers, still lingers in the criminal bloodstream of Scotland. Some say their power is fractured. Others believe the silence is temporary, because in Glasgow's underworld, peace is always just the pause between gunshots. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video, and most importantly, please smash that subscribe. Bye folks.